Lovely evening, everybody. Welcome back in 2 minutes Monday. This is the time I recommend a few books that I find very interesting to you, especially if you're in the beginners level or the intermediate or the advanced level. The list of books that I have here with me is a collection of books that I find very inspiring and thought-picking kind of books. They are books that are classified under the classic, also the modern literature. For the beginners, I always recommend students to start with something we call graded readers. And by graded readers, we mean books that have been downsized in terms of size and also texture and also text to render them suitable for the beginner's level. You may find this list like A Little Princess and Other Stories in Mutanabi for less than $2. And it starts from stage 1 where they introduce around 200 words to you, entry words, to the advanced level, stage 6, and they are very useful. If you're in the intermediate level, I may suggest Stephen Hawking, A Brief History of Time. Beautiful book that you might find a little bit challenging in the beginning, but once you start reading and going through the chapter, you will find that it is very enjoyable. As you know, reading is an essential element to improve your skills in conversation. It will enrich your vocabulary. We know that reading is a little bit passive, so trying to energize yourself and push yourself to read a little bit is going to help you so much. Now, I do not suggest that you read the whole book. Start this week by reading one chapter. You will find yourself tied to continue reading and finish the list of stories. The other recommended books are by my favorite authors. Number 1, Agatha Christie. I love her. Oh my God. This is Agatha Christie. As you can see, the book is a little bit torn because the number of times I opened it is after the funeral. I am not sure, honestly, if you may and can find this book in Mutanabi or not, but try to do a little bit of scouting. The second one is The Secret of Chimneys, and I've recommended that so many times on my channel. If you track back the videos that I posted before, you will find that I totally recommend so many books by Agatha Christie because of the diversity of her vocabulary that will enrich your vocabulary list and will make you a better conversationalist. The other one is The Idiot by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's a beautiful story. So get prepared and back up 2 months of your reading time to finish this book. It's a little bit challenging. John Steinbeck is an author from California. He wrote so many books that he talked about the rural areas of California and also had very global fame for the kind of writings that he had. And some of his books were featured in movies. This one is The Cannery Row. I honestly found these rare copies in Mutanabi, so if you do a little bit of search there, you can find other alternative copies. Tortilla Flat, he talks about Mexican lifestyle always when he writes his novels. And I had very enjoyable experience because I visited his house in California. It's a beautiful house. John Steinbeck, The Log from the Sea of Cortez. And last book for this week is one of my favorite, all the time favorite books, is David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. You will find a list of copies or updated versions printed in Mutanabi. If you may come across any one of these, please grab it and start reading the first chapter. I only recommend you read a chapter. Reading a chapter is going to energize you to continue reading, because reading is a habit. It's not an activity by itself per se. It's a habit you develop by consistently following a reading routine, whether in the morning or in the evening. So grab a cup of coffee, start reading, and you will find yourself a different person. Remember the quotes from Holy Quran? The first word that descended on Prophet Muhammad is read. Have a lovely day or evening. مدرب اللغة وليد خالد.